with the great, glamorous, sexy, can I keep going?
Please.
Adorable, British, handsome, talented.
All correct thus far.
Thin, muscly. Matty Healy of the 1975's.
What an introduction.
What an honor.
Oh,
Really.
very kind. Thank you so much for having me.
You're big cheese, man. You're a big deal. No, you are. You're a big deal. Just say yes. Thank you, Madison.
Thank you very much, Madison.
I spoke to you many, many years ago at the SiriusXM studios. You were kind of just getting started, and I remember you were wearing like a ripped T-shirt and it was like falling off you. And we were like, oh, he's gonna be a star.
I've always had a penchant for playing with the visual ideas of rock and roll.
Yeah.
I like messing about with it.
You have that Mick Jagger swagger. Have you been told that before?
I've not. I'm very fortunate to actually be in contact with Jagger occasionally, just because I opened up for him in 2013, right. And then it's not a thing that it's not, it's amazing. It's a name drop no matter whenever I say it.
Should we call him right now?
No, he's just announced a tour. I think he's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's funny, isn't it? Because you kind of like, obviously you do take your lead from rock stars that have existed and stuff. But the thing that there's been 2 times that I've been really inspired by him in particular, because when we opened up for them, we had a dressing room quite close.
Yeah.
And we could hear them rehearsing. So the initial excitement was, oh my God, we can hear the Stones.
Oh my God.
I've said this before. Then I thought about it and I was like, they've been a band for 50 years and they still care enough to rehearse. You have to care to rehearse. So that was really inspiring. And then, he's recently been quite unwell. And whilst he was in the midst of it, he'd kind of reached out and texted me to see how I was doing, because I think he just really cares about the people that look up to him, and he really cares about culture and music, and it's really inspiring to see somebody who's still so tenacious.
If people were listening, I mean, my mouth is agape that year. I mentioned Mick Jagger. I had no idea that you had a connection to him.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's a truly inspiring person.
And a nice guy.
Yeah. A lovely guy, the loveliest, the most down-to-earth guy.
I love, and so you opened up for them, and you guys are on the road now. I can't keep track, correct?
Yeah, all the time. We're on the road until at least the middle of next year.
Oh my God, is that exhausting?
I think it's getting exhausting because we're making an album at the moment.
I know you are. Yes.
The combination of those two things is, as an idea, really exciting, and in practice, actually, a lot of hard work, a lot more. What's the word? Not bureaucracy, but planning.
Yeah.
I have to plan my creativity, which seems slightly counterintuitive.
Right.
But
because there should be no timeline on that.
No, but I think that creativity, if we're calling it that, does suffer from procrastinate. You can procrastinate too much if you don't have a timeline.
Right.
I would have spent another 3 years on that last record and made it 1.5% better.
And that record, can I add, is brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
Brilliant. A brief inquiry into online relationships. And then you have another one that you're working on right now. Literally here.
Literally here. George is in the bus mixing something.
Are you kidding
me?
me?
Yeah, he's doing it right now.
And the name is, it's still
Notes on a Conditional Form.
Do you have any idea when we can expect it? No pressure.
I know that we can expect, I've been, listen, I don't mind kind of just talking about how much I changed my mind with it, because this whole real-time expression thing has been really important to me, the way that the world is now. And I think that I've kept saying that I was going to, so my plan was put music out in the way that I did, then drop the album. Then my plan was just drop the album. Mm-hmm. Now I've decided that I am going to put music out before it.
Oh.
So that's going to start, we're getting into summer now, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to happen over summer.
Okay, the album or just music?
Just music.
Okay.
Because I haven't finished it.
Okay, no pressure.
No, I know. I have to tell people where I'm at.
Yeah, why, do you have to answer to somebody? Is that why this album has to be done? Oh, so it can be out whenever?
No, it can be out whenever. It's just that, it's partially because we felt like we maybe had too much to say, but it's also because, I'm a consumer of stuff as much as I'm a creator of stuff, and my attention span isn't the same as what it used to be, and I don't want to pretend that it is. I don't want to pretend that an album over a 2.5-year campaign would maintain my attention. I don't think it would as a consumer.
Right.
I use that Netflix analogy all the time. You watch the best thing you've ever seen. As soon as it's finished, you'll be like, that's the best thing I've ever seen, and then you'll be looking for the next thing immediately. And that's all right. You just can't, and I'm not Drake or
Yes, you are.
Or maybe. I'd love to be Drake.
You are. Maybe a collaboration?
That would be amazing. But my point with Drake and those kind of artists is that their form, what they're so brilliant at, is keeping people's attention for 3 minutes.
I gotcha.
I'm sometimes good at that by accident.
Okay.
But it happens whilst I'm making a record, which is it's a small cog in a bigger thing. So the only way that I can express myself is do albums.
Okay.
So I could have tried to do a couple of singles, but I'm not. That's not what I'm good at.
That's not okay. That's not you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the album that came out last year is so awesome. We've played so many songs on Alt Nation, by the way.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And we love you. And is this your first time at Hangout?
It's my second time at Hangout, actually. Yeah, I really liked it last time because it's so
gorgeous.
Beachy and gorgeous.
I know, and you're from England, so
exactly. This is anathema to anything that I'm used to. So.
I love good word, Matty Healy. Anathema. Everybody, look it up. We know what it means. All right, I'm being given a signal that you have to wrap it up. Although I could talk to you forever and just, talk about your beautiful curly hair and just dote on you.
Getting better.
It's so wonderful seeing you guys grow, because I talked to you, as I said, years ago.
We were babies.
I don't know, maybe 5. You were babies. You were a baby, and now you're like a big headliner.
It's amazing. I'm before Travis, so that'll do for me.
Yeah. So congrats, and thank you for coming here and talking to me at Hangout Fest.
Thanks
I appreciate
so much.
it.
Thank you. Yeah,
all right.
Nice to see you.
1975, Matty Healy on Alt Nation.